There's no escape. I'd like to start by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. Welcome to another live lesson. You just heard the name, title of this one. And pretty much this comes from the inspiration for this video comes from a video I was just listening to. I'm almost done. The Elder Pastor Hart just did, the last one he just did. And pretty much towards the end of the video, like around 35 minutes in or so, he mentions how if you're a part of the elect and you don't want to do this, and let's say even if you leave it, the Lord is going to make something happen to where you get back in the fray of things. There's no escape, baby. Shit. And pretty much he mentioned the example of Jeremiah. Jeremiah didn't want to teach the word anymore because he felt like the Most High deceived him. But even when he said that, he said the word was burning in him so much that he couldn't help but speak it. You had the situation with Jonah, the prophet. He didn't want to prophesy, and what happened? The Lord put so much hell on Jonah that Jonah went and did the very thing he said he wasn't going to do. Where the Lord told him to go, he went the total opposite way. And guess what? He ended up doing what the Lord wanted him to do. Why? Because he's a prophet. I was also thinking about, that one just popped in my head. And then the other example I was thinking about was the Apostle Paul, where he said that if I do this thing against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me. So you have to understand that what we doing right here, we pretty much been commissioned by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to do this work. So the elect will have to do it, and will do it no matter what, because it's embedded within their spirit, to do so. Now, being in the flesh, there's times where you don't want to be bothered. It's true. There's times when that spirit will jump on you, but it's about, praying to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to remove that demon from us, because some individuals that demon hops on, they never pull it off, or never ask the Lord to pull it off, and they end up acting on it, and they're out of there, because they're the examples of those the Lord doesn't want. But in case of the elect of the Lord, especially the men that are here, that are teachers, that are prophets, apostles, so on and so forth, they're going to teach because the Spirit of the Lord is going to compel them to teach. And even if they may not want to, the Lord is still going to compel them to do it anyway. Because at the end of the day, the prophet doesn't belong to himself. The prophet belongs to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Remember what the Apostle Paul said, dealing with Yahushai, that you are not of yourself. You are bought with a price. We have been bought with a price, and we have been commissioned, with a mission, to fulfill and to teach these words until this whole system collapses and the Lord gathers his elect. So no matter what, if you are a prophet, if you are a part of the elect, there's no escape. There's nowhere you can go to hide. Remember, Jonah tried to go to the furthest point that he could go to at that time from where he was supposed to go and prophesy in Nineveh. And what happened? The Lord made it the Lord made it so hard for him to where he had to give in to the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Because who has resisted the Lord's will? Nobody. Nobody has resisted the Lord's will, and nobody will. If somebody is determined to do something and they do it, guess what? It was in the plans of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai for them to do it. Man's goings are of the Lord. But if a person has a plan in their head that they want to do, and the Lord ain't with it, guess what? He's going to throw a monkey wrench in there somehow, some way, to make it to where he can't accomplish that. Because the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, is in control and not man. Even though man thinks he is. This is why the Lord said about Esau that the pride of thine heart has deceived thee. Why? Because they have been on the loose for so long that they think the Most High is with them. But the Lord is against them, and he's causing them to do what he wants them to do. Because you're pretty much walking the Lord's walk. Everybody on the planet is walking the Lord's walk. Whether they admit it, agree to it, believe it, or not. You know? So if you're a prophet of the Lord, there's no escaping this. You know, this is something that is embedded in your spirit before the world began. And guess what? At a particular day, the Lord activated that spirit and turned all of us, Lord's will we be a part of the elect, away from our mission in life. You know, our goals, our dreams, our aspirations in life. The Lord turned us from that and brought us right into the truth where we were supposed to be. You know, so no matter where you are, no matter how old you are, if you are part of the elect, the Lord is going to activate your spirit, you know, to follow him. And you will be inspired, which means you really be under a hypnotic spell. Remember what they said about King Saul. The scripture said that King Saul became another man. Why? Because when the Spirit of the Lord comes upon an individual, they become somebody different than what they really were. That's why the Apostle Paul spoke about putting off the old man and putting on the new man, which is renewed in the inside pretty much. I'm just merely paraphrasing. Might be mixing two precepts up, but you get the idea. You know, when you become a new man, you're putting away somebody that you used to be and putting on like a new set of human clothing, you know, becoming somebody else that you were not. And once that activation comes, guess what? If you're a prophet of the Lord, there's nothing you could do to leave that post. You know, you're going to be compelled to teach this word regardless, because it's embedded in you. And there's nothing you could do to shake it. You know, no matter how hard it gets. Remember, scriptures say that they followed Yahushua with us, or they followed the Lamb with us wherever he went. You know, my sheep hear my voice and they follow me. So no matter how hard it gets, there's something inside of the elect that will make them follow the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, no matter what, because that's just the way the Lord programmed them. You know, and really, if you look at it in that sense, everybody on the program, everybody on the planet has been programmed to do something. Every move people make, every step they take, the Lord will be watching you. Inside joke. You know, it's like a take on off of a song by the Police or Sting, maybe it was. You know, but the Lord has programmed everybody on the planet, and everybody on the planet is obedient. Nobody on the planet is disobedient. Everybody is doing what they're supposed to do, whether it's something righteous or whether it's something wicked. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're walking the walk that they're supposed to walk. And therefore, the Lord will bring judgment, a double judgment. Part of the judgment will be for salvation for the elect of the nation of Israel. The other part will be destruction for those who were slated for Esau, the other nations, 2/3 of Israel here in America, and abroad, wherever the Lord brings his judgments that are coming. So everybody's walking their path, so are the prophets. And the prophet's job is to chant down Babylon, you know, as Benjamin says. You know, to continue to speak against this place, speak against the plans of the illuminated ones, the international banking families, and the things that they will be doing and are doing to bring forth their agenda. You know, and eventually the Lord is going to judge them for that, you know. So I just, you know, was inspired to do something around that. I had another title in mind for another video that I got idea on that, watching that video that Elder Pastor did. But I just wanted to commit this one to video because it was hot in my spirit. So I just wanted to, you know, put it down on wax, as the brothers out there in Dallas say. So with that, I pray that you brothers and few sisters have been edified. And just remember, if you're a prophet or if you're a part of the elect, no matter what, you're going to do what the Lord wants you to do to reach ultimately the goal of salvation. Shalom.